I just barely got here. I'm trying to fix this shit real quick before I start even doing anything. Damn, that shit doesn't even want to work. I should have fixed that shit a long time ago. This shit was. It's not gonna work. It's gonna make me go through all the trouble just to get it right. See how it does that shit, man. I gotta go through all the trouble just to get that shit in there right. No, it doesn't. It's a fucking. Oh, it's not. Okay. It's okay. Like, this thing just sucks, dude. That's when it comes down to it. It's like it has to be a certain way to put that motherfucker in there. Even if you do it that way, still, it keeps coming out. Fucking piece of shit, motherfucking charger, dude. It's like there's no point. I feel like just cutting the motherfucker up, just because it's like, what's the point of you even being up something if you can't even fucking work? Fucking piece of shit, motherfucker, dude. It's not even the fucking charger, dude. Son of a bitch, dude. I just want to break this fucking phone. Like, I don't even care to get the warning. Just don't tell me. Let it trick my brain or something. Fucking piece of shit, motherfucker, dude. Fucking phone, dude. It's like, what's the point of you even working if you're not gonna work? Like, I just don't understand. Why do you just sit there and just don't work at all? Or just don't even work at all if you're gonna work half at it? Fucking piece of shit, motherfucker, dude. Finally does something. Takes a while just to make that motherfucker work. The fucking keep fucking with it and keep fucking with it and keep fucking with it. Anyways, let's see. I'm like, don't even want to touch my phone. There you guys are. I got like 6 beers or 4 beers right here. I'm gonna drink them.
Basic 955. Free while supplies last.
Oh, anyways, Well, I was gonna see if LL wanted to come smoke and drink or whatever with me for. I'm only gonna be on here until like 10, maybe 10 o'clock my time, or under 10 o'clock my time. I ain't trying to be on here all fucking day. I just wanted to come on here to be like, hey man, I was watching the news this morning and I was asleep kind of, and the fucking thing popped up, and I'm like, it isn't. There's no way that it would be an April Fool's joke. And it's not really much. I mean, they had Von Miller as an April Fool's joke for the Raiders. And then I saw that Kirk Cousins got signed to the Raiders too. And that part of me was like, I don't think this is true, because like I know the Raiders would get a veteran quarterback, but I was just sitting there thinking in my head, I don't think this is true. And then all of a sudden I go get my phone, and then I see all these messages, like these notifications basically of Kirk Cousin being signed by the Raiders. And then Chat Sports, fucking Mitch went live or made a short and basically said some shit about that too. And it was true. And I didn't really know how to react to it, because other Raider fans would be like, oh shit, this is bad. That means they might not draft a quarterback. I said, no, that doesn't mean shit. You think that they're gonna put the rate, like, this is not a must, like, instantly, like, win now situation. Like, I fucking was reading comments, and they called it a desperate move, and I was like, maybe they think maybe they're not gonna get a quarterback in the first overall pick. I said, why wouldn't you do that? It's fucking stupid to not do that. You gotta do that shit. You gotta go after that quarterback. That guy had a really good pro day, good draft, like everything. Like he did really good during the whole entire fucking like warm ups. It's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do it? But if you're smart, you know that them getting Kirk Cousins means shit. It just means that they want a veteran quarterback to mentor him and teach him the ways and shit. They figured he'd be good enough for that, and that he would be good to be a starter for the Raiders. I think the Raiders are still going to draft Mendoza, if anything, even more now, because they wanted a vet. They didn't really care. They wouldn't get a veteran. They have to get a veteran. They have to get a veteran quarterback. It's windy as a motherfucker out here today. I tried to go to Burns, and Burns he banned me completely, like all the way through and through. He didn't say nothing, but from what I was told, I went back to go listen, and he was upset because um, Fox wouldn't let him come up on the panel, and he banned him instantly when he saw him in the chat. Yesterday, he gave me $20. He sent me $20 yesterday out of nowhere, and I didn't even know what the fuck it was for. And I come to find out that the reason why he sent me the $20 was because I'm helping him weed out his fake friends. I said, I guess. I said, I'll take whatever the fuck you give me. I don't give a damn. I don't care. But I tried to go over there. He banned me because he was banned. I was like, that just shows how much of a fucking bitch you are, because you basically care so much about this man and being in his room that you like ban. I was like, that's fine. I said, I have my own channel for a reason. I said, I wasn't even trying to go hang out with him. What I was trying to do was I was gonna go up there and talk some shit to his ass and see if he could take it. But I think as soon as he seen me, he just banned me instantly, because I was right there in the backstage for like about 2 seconds, and then I was gone. And I said, I don't care, man. He banned me instantly, because I was like, that's fine. You're the one you're the one that cares about being banned or not being banned at Fox Man's channel. So that's you. I don't fucking care if I'm banned at your channel or his channel. I got my own channel. I said if I want, and they think that I can't get views, and I'm like, if I wanted views, I could get them. People are not going to want to sit there and listen to you by yourself. That's why you're going through the desperation of using clips to run your channel. Using clips only works sometimes, but you got to fucking butter up your chat before you can start using clips. Sitting there talking about things that have nothing to do with you, but things to do with everybody else. It's like you're just you're not a main character in this shit. To these people, you're not. You're just somebody that just goes live in the morning, and you're the only one that goes live in the morning. I said I'd rather just fucking do my thing and say fuck it. I don't need to fucking do none of that shit. There's nothing exciting going on. The only thing that can ever save his stream and keep his views the way they are is if somebody goes up there and hangs out with him. And it can't just be anybody, it has to be somebody that people care about watching. And it's like, fuck that. That's why I told Redzi, I said, go up there if you want to save his channel. But I told her, like, come over here and chill if you want to chill and kick it. I seen that she fell asleep on Moon Boots' panel too, and I was like, oh fuck. I didn't even. I was watching Moon last night, but fucking, I wouldn't say nothing because that fool's a bitch. He's always bitching about something. He don't fucking like LL. He don't like fucking. He don't like Billy. He gets mad because I favor them. I'm like, I favor them because they're from my community. So why are you mad about that? You favor these motherfuckers, and you treat people like me and Roscoe that come to your stream. You treat us like we're like little dogs or something. I'm not gonna drink to get drunk. I'm just drinking to get a buzz. I had to go to work today at tonight. That's why I said I'm gonna try to end this shit by 10:30 at least. It just depends. I'll get mad though, like if they try to come over here like right when it's 10 o'clock, because then I'm like, dude, I gotta go fucking do laundry. I gotta fucking get ready and go to lay down and lay down for a little bit and fucking get ready for 2 o'clock. I gotta go take my kid, drop her off at my mom's, and I gotta go to work. Fucking go to work and just chill, man. Fucking I gotta go. Today's cool though. Today's Thursday. They got a fucking truck today, so I'm happy about that because then today will be busy today at work. For sure it will be. That way I can be handle some shit today. Keep myself busy today. Take care of some shit tomorrow. Keep myself busy. Stay out of my shit. Spring break Tuesday, we're going to the movies to go see the Mario Brothers. I went to go see I seen Mario Brothers the first one last night with my kid. We were watching it last night and watching Mario Brothers and shit. Mario, it's me, a fucking puto Mario. It's crazy. They had a theory that they have another brother, like there's three or a few more Mario brothers, like brothers. And I think that the one that's considered Mario Brothers' brother, is the fucking guy that was teaching them how to talk. And during the yeah, they were trying to say that they had an older brother because they had a little girl in the table with them, and they were saying that that was their niece or something. So they have a older brother, and I think the older brother is the one that was, like I said, when they made the commercial. When they made the commercial, I was like, okay, they have this dude right there with them that's teaching them how to talk all like the way that they do. And the way that he sound, I was like, this sounds just like the way the Mario sounds like when he was like, woohoo, like doing the stupid noises. I was like, that has to be their brother. Has to be. My ears all fucked up again. Fucking, it's windy as a motherfucker out here today, man. Really fucking windy today. Neighbor is drunk next door to me right now. He's been partying all night long. All night long, he's been partying. Fucking, he's still out here partying. He's just like literally crashed out right there on the bench. Fucking knocked out. Somebody must be saving Burns' channel. I never understood why what's her name fucking associates herself with people like that. I used to associate myself with people like that, and I just realized I can't. That's why a lot of the people, if you notice, a lot of the people that like have my number or have a way to communicate with me like that, a lot of them are nothing like that. Like a lot of people are nothing like that at all. Like they're not like that at all. Where I have to sit there and worry about them being consumed by the internet. It's like shit. I gotta get out of it because I don't want to be consumed either by these motherfuckers. What the hell is this shit? Message. I'm just waiting for LL. Like I honestly tell you the truth, if that food don't come through between now until like 9:30, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm doing this because I want to chill with him, and I don't like sitting here just waiting for this motherfucker sometimes because I don't really like being live like on my channel unless I have something to really say, and then I will. But lately, just bringing up this shit with this Burns guy, it's just not something that I would even talk about or even care to talk about. And Cortez asked me, "You want to take his channel away from him?" I was like, "No." For what? You would only take his channel from him if you cared about the views, if you cared about playing Battleship with him. Meaning, like, if he was interrupting what you're trying to do right here, then that's the only reason for doing that. But I simply just don't, I really don't care. These people find anything entertaining these days. I mean, fucking poor Joe over there is doing the most just for views.
I bet. Used to be like just the cousins, fighting, playing just as whole people a pleasure. No, that we wasn't used to catch us on the roof or behind the stands. I'm getting picture of when this all the times change. Besides bumping and grinding, wasn't nothing on our mind. In time, we learned to live a life of crime.
This is a mix.
Jazzy, 26. See them.
Shut your mouth, man. I just realized too, I gotta work tonight at 7. I gotta work tonight at 2:30 to 11. But then I gotta go back to work on which is Friday, whatever. I like working Friday, but I gotta go back at 6:30. The only difference is this week's always been about the boss, but by the weekend it switches to where there's no boss this weekend. It don't matter if she was there or not. I like it when she's there, to be honest, because people are on their P's and Q's and don't fucking play around. I'm looking forward to it. But then it's like I gotta be at work at 6:30 the next fucking day. I'll be like, dude, man, like, can we switch that shit? Can we have me coming in at 8 tomorrow? I said I would be so happy if I can come in at 8 or 7:30 or something like that. I was like, trying to manipulate me to give me money. Like, shit, fucking kid, man. I'm a kid, fucking. I'm lucky that I fucking care. I'm gonna try to get Renzi to come over here. I'm gonna try. I don't want to fucking text her though, cause she fucking that phone's charging right now, and I don't want to move it. She'll come if she wants to. Just like LL, he'll come when he wants to too. And like I said, I'm just drinking. That's what I'm doing. These are beers from like fucking before and shit. Today's gonna be pretty cool. Tomorrow's gonna be really cool. And then I think Saturday I have to work the same hours. And then the following week I'm working 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And then they said that they'll switch some of those to nights. I was like, yeah, I'll work nights. I don't care. I don't care as long as, I get to relax and just be like, all right, cool. As long as everything's good, I'll be like, yeah, let's go, fool, let's go. I love working. I don't have a problem with working. I never did. It's just that I like things to be scheduled a certain way, but I can handle any shift. It don't make no difference to me. These people are fucking crazy, dude. I can drink and shit, but I can't drink like all night long like that, dude. This motherfucker was drinking all night long like that, man. That shit's crazy. It's cold. I didn't realize how cold it is, man. That's the one thing about Fresno. Is Fresno's weather is just fucking. It's something else over here. This weather, it's like, it's weird. Like it can be hot during the winter and shit, or in this whatever. It doesn't matter. But it's a spring break. You would think it would be a little warmer. It's fucking cold, man. It's cold out here. It's windy as a motherfucker out here. Country song, fool. Wake up, motherfucker. Damn. I know he's sleeping because he's the foot. You can tell from the side. He can't. Fuck, he's out like a light. He's definitely out like a light. Fucking dudes, that dude drank fucking all night last night. I know he did. I fucking was right here chilling right here and fucking saw that he was. Fucking crazy ass people, man. This song came on again.
Mike Jones, MC Magic, Amanda Perez, John Cuzin. Oh yeah, this guy.
Bobby Valentino. After everything he did, they're gonna think that's gonna be important to us.
Bobby Valentino, how you doing, sir? I'm good. How are you? Man, doing fantastic. First of all, thank you so much for your time and thank you for letting us know you're gonna be at R&B Night Out.
They make it seem like he's a headliner. Mike Jones is more of a headliner than him. People probably forgot about Mike Jones a little bit, but that's why he's able to come over here. Mike Jones gonna come over here. Bobby Valentino is what a dude. Like he's a little fucker too, man. Like that fool ain't that shit. He's like, I'm dropping 2 songs like every month. That ain't gonna be hits though, man. Fuck Bobby Valentino, fuck. Bobby Valentino, fucking puto motherfucker. Fucking. Do what I do and I eat what I eat and I see what. Shut up, fuck. Damn, that shit's crazy. Damn, it wouldn't even let me do it. Fuck, dude, they don't got nothing. Like these radio stations suck hella dick, fool. Like these motherfuckers spend too much time fucking doing these fucking bullshit ass things. They need to find a way to get rid of these motherfuckers, dude. Because some people should have the option where they could fucking purchase something and they don't have to hear this bullshit. The radio just sucks, dude. These motherfuckers play too much games on this motherfucking thing. Damn, look at the blue. He finally woke up. I knew he was asleep. I knew it. What time is it? 9:22. I told you this motherfucker wasn't gonna. I, I already knew that foot wasn't gonna come through. I'm not really an entertaining person when it comes to just wanting to chill. When it comes to me just wanting to just chill, I won't. I don't give a fuck. But the only thing is that I'm so used to like having my laptop where I could still be on camera and then I play my music and then I just kick it. But and I play music that I want to listen to, not shit that the fucking radio, man. That's why it's like I get so fucked up so fast because I'm just chilling too fucking much. When I get fucking, I get high. Shit. Yeah, I don't like to chill anymore, man. That fool fucking likes to play video games. He not really trying to chill like that. And when he does, it's like he like let me play this video game first, and then after I play this video game, then I'll swing by through. I'm like, I'm getting too addicted to that shit. For at least this Fortnite shit is too like my kids don't even play Fortnite anymore because I mean they still play video games on their phones and shit, but they just I don't know. I asked them one time, I said, how come you guys don't play Fortnite no more? They said it's just because, like, I think they take after me though, because there's people that could play video games and they can play the same fucking game all day long, all day long. They play the same video games all day, motherfucker long. So then, like my kid, like, but then the thing is that my kids when they play fucking Fortnite, they like have fun with it, but when it gets to a certain point, I think my oldest kind of just said, "Nah, I don't want to play this shit anymore." I mean, she completed the whole game, went through all the missions, and did all the things she was supposed to do. And so, like every time when she kept completing it, and then it had started all over again, she looked at it like, "Man, I already could beat this shit already, man. I don't want to continue playing this shit anymore." And I think what got her mad was that she likes to talk shit too. And so like when other players will be saying stupid shit to her, she'll say stuff back to them. And the thing is that my kid, she don't know that she can fucking flag a person for talking shit or cussing. But whenever these kids would play with them and my kid will cuss or something, then that person would be like, okay, now I can fucking flag them and I can record what they just did. So then when they do that, their mic gets taken away from them for like a week or so, I think. That's the thing that pisses me off about even if you weren't even cussing at some it just depends. I mean, I remember I got flagged because I kept cussing and I was playing Modern Warfare. That's why in Modern Warfare, like, or especially in Warzone or whatever you're playing in, like, a lot of the time you want to play with other people because most of the time when you're playing with other people, you can say whatever the fuck you want. And when you play against other people that are not your people that you added onto your shit, these fuckers, they'll flag you just for anything. So, like, you can talk shit, but you can't cuss during your shit talking. You can't direct it to a person. Like if you just say fuck, that's fine. But if you say fuck you fool, then they'll be like, "Oh, you said fuck me fool?" Then that's right there, it's a flag. But it just depends. They give you a warning and then they do a whole week and then they just don't let you use a mic. They will never just ban you from a video game, but they will never let you use a mic as long as until every week. It just goes by every week. Sometimes it'll go for a week, it'll go for 2 weeks, and then it'll go for a month. And then it gets to the point where you don't even want to cuss anymore. That's the whole point of it. But they'll never ban you from using a mic. They always want you to use your mic. And then at the same time, you could just reset to players and then just have a new player. And then you can just use a mic then, but you won't be able to use your other account until they clear it. But my cousin, when I would play Modern Warfare, their friends would be there, and they're like little nerdy fuckers. So then they'll kill me in the game and shit, and then they'll try to act like it's a big old deal and shit. So I'll be like, dude, you guys suck, and then I talk shit. So there was this one youngster on there that was talking shit to me and talk shit back to him. And when I got better at the game, it was making them mad. I got the most kills one time. I had a shotgun, and we were in a room that was not that big, so there was not too much places to hide. And you have a shotgun, all you gotta do is just aim it perfectly in a certain way, and you just keep blowing them away, and you gain points. A lot of these idiots won't use a shotgun unless they like using those shotguns more if they're just in a bigger map. But when the map's small, they like to use little handguns, knives most of the time, or they'll fucking use somebody. If you use a machine gun, it's not gonna work because your aim is not gonna be accurate to where they'll just kill you instantly. This dude always waters his grass every morning, and the funny thing in the world that he does is his nozzle and the hose he's using. It's not just one of those hoses you would just buy at any store. This is like a real expensive hose, and this hose is meant to be kind of similar to a power wash type of hose. So like his nozzle has that pressure on it, and then the hose is a pressure too. So when the water comes out, it's gonna pull out some strong pressure. So he goes and waters his grass like almost every fucking day. If I wanted to be a motherfucker, which I'm not, but if I was a motherfucker, like say if I was Joe, I could have reported this guy for fucking doing what he's doing right now because the like Fresno people, the people in California, people in Fresno, they don't really give a fuck about this shit. They're not gonna report anybody for fucking watering their grass too much and during like a drought or any drought, they're not gonna fucking report that shit. Nobody cares. If a police officer drove by right now, he wouldn't even care. It's all about if I'm the neighbor and I care. If I care, then that would mean that the police officer has to care. And then that's when shit happens. But in reality, I don't really give a shit whether he does this or not. But I was just sitting here thinking, I can only imagine if Joe lived right here and Joe seen this guy doing this, fucking that little faggot would call the police on this dude. Like, hey, this guy's watering his grass too much. This dude waters his grass every fucking day and 3 times out the day at least for sure. Like, but he go through it like he spend like maybe 20 minutes on one part of the grass, another 20 minutes on another part of the grass. He won't even move. He'll just stay in one spot and just water that motherfucker. And it's like you look at the grass and it's like, oh, like his grass is like green, 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 like natural green too. It's not like a weird green, like fake grass. Nothing wrong with it if you take care of it. I mean, I get why he does it. Because if you look around here, a lot of these houses here are all fucked up. Like once after the 2 houses down, once he gets to after the 2 houses down from right here, all the houses right down there are all fucked up, all ugly. Yard is all fucked up. Everything's all fucked. Looks like a haunted house is right here. But then when you get to like where this house is at, where I'm at right here, to this house right here, to that house right there, all the houses are nice. All the houses are nice.
Later on that day, my homie Dr. Dre came through with a gang of tangle right. Hell a fat ass chick. So move on and keep chick that made me chip. This ain't no joke. I had to pack up all my bitches. Tango Reagan and TM told that man. But it ain't no stopping.
They changed everything, I think. I didn't give a fuck.
I got fed the dope. Don't get upset, girl. Let's just go. I don't ever go. I'm out the dope. And I think.
Late night, my mind, my money, my money, my bag. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know if this one's coming or not, man. He said he was. He said he was, but it is what it is, man. That was crazy. I don't want to start talking football by myself. That's the thing. Like I could. It makes no difference to me. I mean, if I really wanted to talk, I don't care. I'll go ahead and talk football. Maybe somebody might like it and they might actually want to talk football too. But I will go ahead and go in with this shit now. But I have to do this shit my way. Anyways, going to the thing about this team, the Raiders. From what I've been hearing from all over the fucking world, and from basically just from my opinion, I hate getting like this way because there's always a time where you sit there and you're like, what if this is the year? What if this is the year? And then you sit there and you say, well, what if this is the year? What if this is the year? And then last year when they had Pete Carroll, just like any other fucking coach they got with Gruden and that fucking McDaniels and that shit. That's the type of shit right there. You just sit there and you think, okay, well, what if McDaniels does a good job? He just got one of the best receivers in the game over here within Adams coming over here for Carr. What could we do? We could do something big here. And then it's just a big old mess. That's what it comes down to. And then the fucking Adams over there talking shit. That's why I was happy when his team didn't make it. And then fucking, when you go down to the thing, it's like, well, Pete Carroll, when I thought, okay, what about Pete Carroll? He's getting Geno Smith. And I thought, well, if Geno Smith is the same Geno Smith that I saw when he was with Seattle, then there's something we can do here. And I just believed in that. But the part of me just didn't know. At the end of the day, we have to be able as a team to be like, what? Every other team, they got a good start, fresh start with a new quarterback, especially somebody that just is getting out of college. Heisman Trophy winner, won the national championship. We just seen his tape just not that long ago. If you go watch his tape from the fucking combine and everything, you see him. He's good. And I'm not going to get into this right away, but I'm going to say this. His receiver from college, Cooper, I think, that dude, he runs a 4.4 or 4.3, I think. And he can catch. He's good. He's a good receiver. He's not bad. Not bad at all. They actually rated him out of 8 because they only go up to 8 when it comes to the ratings of the NFL tracker. The draft tracker. They have like a prospect, and you go there and they tell you the rates of what they grade these players. The highest grade you can get is an 8. And that's very rare that you get an 8. This player instantly just took over the whole college thing, and like it's not just only a Heisman Trophy winner, but in order to get an 8, you have to be doing something special, and they instantly there's no question about you when you get the eight or seven, anything between 7 and 8. But when you can get to a 6 to the 6.5 grade, it's still not bad. Anything is 6. I always look at it. Anything above a 6 is always going to be good enough for me. These are all starter players, regardless. And that guy is like a 6.5, I think. And what's his Fernando is like maybe 2 points away from being a 7. And if he was a 7, that would just mean that he played in a different, like, played for a better team than he probably. If he played for a different team than Indiana, I think maybe they would look at it like, okay, maybe more of a competition, like, place where he would be tested with other college teams that were good, which, he still did play against other college teams and they won a national championship. But I don't think they consider it. I think they just go based off of what they've done, what he's done. They could give him a 7 to make him perfect, but at the same time, they have their doubts with him. But as far as my understanding in the past, 5 years, he would be the best quarterback prospect that's going to be drafted out of the past 5 years. And like he's a 6'5", he's a 6'5" quarterback. He can run. What's going on, Redzy? He can run. He could throw the ball deep throws too. He has a good arm on him. Good arm, smart quarterback, good agility. He's not like a big old gym rat, but he's an athlete. He could run. Some people would say that, like they would, like even with people would say that quarterback from the Bears, Campbell, like they would say, like, is this not Campbell? Is it? No, not Campbell. Williams. I said Campbell. Williams. Uh, Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is considered a good quarterback. They think he's like the best. But the thing is, that fucking dude just makes horrible. He's just a dumb bitch, and he's gay. So that's why they don't like him. But they say he's better than him or just as good as him. They could also say that he's better than Cam Ward too. Come up here, fool, and chill for a little bit. I'm gonna drink another beer if you do. I just can't chill that long. I think I can only chill until like, if you come up here and out here, the longest I could chill up here is till 11, but nothing past 11. 10:30 is the minimum. But if it's just me up here until 10, then I'm like, nah. I'm surprised you're here. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I had thought that, I don't know. I thought that you weren't gonna come over here. Anyways, the dude can throw the ball, man. He's a good thrower. He's really good with, as quarterback, best quarterback you could ever have. This would be a good. He's really good. 5 years straight for drafting, and this guy would be the best one that they have. Probably even further than that, because there hasn't been a lot of good quarterbacks that have been drafted for a long time. They had good quarterbacks, yeah. They had good prospects, like Lawrence, not Marcus Lawrence, fucking Trevor Lawrence, fucking Trevor Lawrence. They said he was the best quarterback out there, but then that fool sucks. He was good throwing, good thrower, maybe a good runner. Might take a hit. You're alive. Didn't even. Yeah, it's because I have flags on my shit. But that shit was crazy. Like I said, I read a lot of the comments from when they said, "Oh, Kirk Cousins is getting picked up by the Raiders. Raiders are signing him," and then There's Raider fans and they're going crazy about it. Oh, I can't believe they're doing this again. Not another veteran quarterback. Why are they doing this? That means they're not going to get Fernando. They're not going to get Mendoza. They're not going to get him. I can't believe they're doing this. And a part of me wanted to believe that too, because you get a veteran quarterback, that means you're trying to, especially like Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is not a scrub. At least I don't think he's a scrub, but it's been a while. I don't really see much of him anymore. But from my understanding, he was a good quarterback. So you're sitting there thinking, well, what if? But no, man. I think that like as a part of a business thing, I don't see the Raiders being stupid. I see the Raiders saying, you know what, we need a new quarterback 100%. But we don't need somebody like that's only going to be around for a couple more years. They need somebody that's going to be around for a lot longer than a couple of years. And you don't even know what to expect from Kirk Cousins, just like you don't know what to expect from Fernando. But the one thing you can say is that Fernando is promising. Kirk Cousins already showed what his worth was, and he's went downhill. He didn't go uphill. He went uphill, but then he went down. So you don't know what to expect from him nor the other one. But the other one is more promising because he hasn't even started yet. So you have to take that into consideration to be wait for that. And you haven't had anything like this besides Derek Carr. When you got Derek Carr didn't start until like the second year, I think. Originally, the first year he just chilled out and kicked back. But then when it came to the second year, he realized, oh, he ran up to the ranks, and nobody thought anything much of him until he started playing good. He had a good, technically a rookie season in a way. They haven't had anything like they couldn't. There's nothing. You know what? This is something that other teams have done and other teams have been successful with. I say that the Raiders, if they know it, if they're smart enough, and if they think, and if the right play people are running this team the right way, then I would say that the Raiders are going to get this fucking dude Fernando Mendoza. That's 100% guaranteed that that's going to happen. I think they only got Kirk Cousins just because he's a veteran quarterback. They figured that this could be something that could help Mendoza in the long run. But this is a good thing for Mendoza, regardless. It would have been something if, let's say that, if they would have had gotten Kirk Cousin, or like let's say they get these quarterback to get a quarterback early and pick up in free agency right away. That tells me that this is what you're trying to do. You want it just like Gino. But to get a quarterback later, right, like literally right before the draft. Hold on, are you talking to me? Let me read this shit. Let me read it. Yeah, do you think we'll still draft the kid? I think that we'll let him sit in the land. Well, yeah, well, fuck that. Let's talk about how trash your Phillies look, Ricardo. Come up here then. But I am talking about I'm just saying that the Raiders getting this quarterback doesn't mean that they're not going to draft Mendoza. This means that 100% they are drafting Mendoza. They figure this is the best veteran that he can be under. Because if this wasn't the way that this guy Kirk Cousin is almost as similar to how this guy Fernando is. So he could learn from this guy. It'd be something if he got something a little different. It'd be something if he got something a little bit different. But no, man, this is a good thing for him. I don't look at it like the way that the other Raider fans look at it. We're like, oh well, they're not gonna draft Mendoza now. They're probably gonna go get like somebody that's really good for the defense, like another pass rusher, probably. All right, because the Raiders, I mean, to be honest with you, the best player on that motherfucking board that is at the seventh grade, I think he's that Reese guy, or I don't know, he's like a defense. He would be perfect for the Raiders defense, and it would make the defense even stronger. The Raiders already did enough to make their offense like a lot more better than it was last year. And Fernando would be perfect because this would be a year build up to where now you're this year coming up, you can possibly make the playoffs or be right there. And that's good enough for Fernando. But then when you go to the following year and you build up on that, you can make it to the playoffs for sure, 100%, and maybe do things in the playoffs. You can maybe make it all the way to the AFC Championship. You never know. Most people have done it. But the thing is you're guaranteed by the third year to make it to the Super Bowl if your team is supposed to be progressing the way that they have on paper. Like if it says that this is what's supposed to happen, you could make it there in 3 years for sure. The minimum, like I for sure believe that. But then you don't draft Mendoza and you go get a Kirk Cousin, and then you have somebody like fucking what's that motherfucker's name that we have in the background? You have Aiden O'Connor, whatever, in the background. You're gonna have him right after Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, let's say he goes out there and he gets hurt. You're gonna have Aiden go out there and be the starter for the rest of the year. Are you crazy? We'll fucking suck again. We'll have a good pick next year. But the thing is you're gonna by time next year when you get that good pick again, you're gonna be wish that if you don't get the first overall pick again, you're gonna wish that you did because it's like fuck, dude. You had an opportunity to get a really good quarterback and you fucked up by getting a free agent, a fucking veteran. The veteran it can go two different ways. It can either lead the team or it can fucking just be something for right now until the other guy, which is the rookie, gets able to be ready. When the rookie's ready, then you put him out there and he just destroys motherfuckers. That's a good season. But it is what it is. It is what it is when it comes to that. Let me read what she's been saying because she's been typing. Look at what the Giants did last year. They signed Wilson and Winston right before the draft. Okay, I'm gonna explain something to you. When it came down to it, I don't believe that the Giants actually thought Wilson was gonna be something great. He didn't do nothing for the fucking Broncos, so they figured, okay, well, this guy Wilson is just something for right now. But then you get Whitson because you don't believe in Wilson. You don't trust him all the 100%. You don't trust either one of them. That's why you draft a quarterback anyways in the first round. Why them drafting a quarterback in the first round? That just showed that that just shows stupidity, to be honest. Because why get Whitson? You should have got Wilson or Whitson, one or the other, and then you draft a quarterback. But then that made everybody knew you were going to draft a quarterback. You got two quarterbacks in the free agency just to make people believe you wouldn't draft a quarterback. And if you were going to, you should have drafted Shador, and you didn't draft Shador. And Shador actually started playing good towards the end of the season. He actually started playing better. Who is this? Oh, this is the picture that he was using.
Your mother.
No, I saw moon boots. I woke up and I saw moon boots. And I saw that you were full screen. And I was like, what's going on? So then before I even went to Burns, I went to that and there was nothing. It was quiet. I was like, last
Yeah,
time
I think my web browser was just stuck on there.
you left.
Yeah, I was not there anymore. I had left early this morning.
Yeah, you were on there, and I thought maybe it was just you fell asleep. Everybody thought you fell asleep. Some people said you fell asleep. So I said whatever. I was watching like a lot of the show, like a lot of the videos of
Yeah.
what was going on with the NFL and shit. And as I was doing that, I was peeking over to see what everybody else was doing. Because I saw Joe went live, and I said I thought to my head like I thought this fucking dude and this dude were cool. I mean, the last time I seen them, they were all hanging out on the panel, and now all of a sudden they're not cool. So then I go to Burns, and I didn't see what I didn't hear what he said before that, but somebody told me that he had said something to Foxman in his room, and Foxman banned him and told him why he's banning him, and as he banned Burns, Foxman sent me $20 like right when he banned Burns.
I don't know if he actually banned him.
Well, that's what Burns was bitching about.
Uh,
Because Burns like told I was like dude, Burns didn't tell me he banned me or what anything. He just did it. But then like the only thing he said was um that stupid shit Joe says. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes and all that shit.
mhm.
So so that's when they told me that earlier he was bitching about Fox and saying that he didn't understand how he could give me $20, but at the same time, ban him when he banned me from the room the other day. And I said, everybody's stupid. Like they don't realize that this dude didn't ban me because I was talking shit about Foxman's sister. They banned me because I brought up something that people forgot about, and it was him talking shit to Foxman's mom. People weren't there for that, or they didn't see that.
I don't know. It was something. Yeah, it was something about talking about Foxman's sister or mom or some shit.
That was yeah. No, I didn't talk about his sister. I didn't talk about his sister. I didn't hold on, I'm trying to remember this shit.
But
I didn't talk about Foxman's sister at all. That's the next day over. I was talking about Burns. I was just saying that we because I was talking shit to anybody. I didn't care, and I just told Burns I was like, that was pretty funny when you made Foxman real mad when you started talking shit to his mom. And the only reason why I brought that up was because Burns forgets that he was the one that told the mom. He's like, I don't know how you could let that dude Brad he with Shannon, and, isn't she kind of slow? And that so he was the one that put that on that first.
mhm.
So that's why I brought it up because I was like, dude, you stupid. You can't sit there and tell me that I'm the only one that thinks this way. Like you're the one that said it first. You're one of the people that said it first. And the only reason why I brought it up even now was because Pam, when she was mad at Fox, said it. And then all these idiots try to be, oh, we saw her. We like, I don't believe any of you guys. I was like, you guys don't believe me. I don't believe you. So why would you sit here and try to convince me? Like, I'm not trying to convince you guys. I'm just talking. If I was trying to convince you guys, it would be more serious than this, but it's not. I just said if I had a sister like that, I wouldn't let her do anything with anybody that knew better like me. So they just got mad and they took it the wrong way. But he banned me, and then Foxman said it was too late, that he didn't care that he banned me. That he looked at it like you could have did something right away and he didn't do nothing. So then
Mhm.
he banned Burns, and then I guess he started banning, and then everybody else that was there, regardless if you agreed with me or not, the fact that you were in his chat while during the time I was saying all this stuff, they looked at it like if they were that they were all okay with it, even if they were talking shit to me. So he banned a lot of people and shit. So then Burns said that because I got him banned, that Joe is banned and I'm banned from his channel. So that's why Joe
Oh,
went live and started, wrote the whole kid thing again.
God, he's a
Like,
retard.
Joe, he went behind Joe's back. Joe was behind backstage, and he banned him without telling him. He just banned him.
Ah,
Yeah, so I don't care. Like I was gonna go over there anyways, and I was gonna just talk shit to him because I was bored. I was just gonna talk shit
mhm.
to him and laugh, but he wouldn't let me up. I think he knew I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
But I was like thinking because I seen you there, and I was like, I don't know if you were gonna go up there or not. I was like, well,
No, we're
I
not
say,
doing any panel.
but because I knew that, because I think, well, because Nikki wouldn't come up here yesterday because I had said before to her, I said that I was trying to get you to come over and hang out. So then
Mm,
she got mad because I think I accidentally called her Nookie, and she just said that she's gonna wait for you to come up here, and then if I don't let her up when you're up here, then she was gonna not come back ever again. So then I
mm.
just told her, I said, well, I don't know, she won't come here unless you're here. But I was actually surprised that she came up on Burns when you were up there. So then I asked her, I said, what happened when you were on Burns? And she said that I was minding my own business and Reggie Mac instantly started attacking me. I said, oh,
No,
shit.
she's a liar. She's a liar, and that's why she got booted, and not me.
What
And
did
the
she
bitch
yell?
can't trash talk me. She's a retard.
Who started? She started it.
Joe, Joe's. Joe, I was going at Joe. I was arguing with Joe, and he said something about mashing, and I said, "Mashing who?" And he said, "Well, obviously not you." And he goes, I have Nikki handle my light work or something. And I said, well, you're gonna need somebody tougher than that bitch if you think they're gonna be able to mash me. And then immediately the fat miserable cunt just started going off. And she does what she always does and just doesn't shut the fuck up. We all started moving on talking about other things and she just wouldn't stop because she's just so jealous and she just can't help herself. And then, she starts talking about kids and immediately goes racist. So she got banned.
Yeah, she didn't say she got banned. She told me that she didn't tell me anything about details. All she said was that she was minding her business and that you were
All
poking
I
at
said
her.
is, you're going to need to find a tougher bitch. And she starts talking about my kid.
Yeah, Joe did that on purpose because Joe knew
I
that was.
know, and because she's a retard, but I don't care.
And
I
then
don't give a fuck.
and then he started getting. And then I earlier last night he was mad about something about you. He didn't explain why, but he was just mad. So I was in and out. I was eating, and I came back, and I wanted to say something to him, but I didn't. I just sat there and listened to him, and he just started going on about like that. You guys notice that she asked why Burns kicked out Cousin, and that she said she would never go on a panel with Nikki, but she did. I and then he started saying that you wanted to come over and hang out with me and this and that. So
No, I didn't
then
even know you were live.
no, but he kept saying stuff like that. Like he just kept
Mm.
him and the other idiot were saying that, and then she comes in there to reassure him, like making him feel like there was still like there's hope between you and him. Like, don't worry about it. She's just angry because you're just upset because she called you old.
No, I don't care about that. No, here's the problem that I have with him. This is somebody who's constantly crying, no kid talk, no kid talk, no kid talk. But that's all he does. That's all he does is talk about people's kids.
Yeah.
And did you hear? And this is when I realized, yeah, this dude's too stupid. I can't even deal with him. I can't even pretend to be cool with this kind of weirdo. He said that, um, what did he say? Telling somebody you shouldn't be drinking at this time of the afternoon when you have four kids at home that or four kids to fucking take care of, you shouldn't be drunk at this time of the fucking day, is more kid talk than saying you had sex with a black person and you made an ugly n-word baby. He said that telling somebody that they shouldn't be drinking or getting drunk at this time of day because of them having kids and not being able to care for them when they're trashed is more kid talk than actually making a personal attack on the kid. And that's when I said, "Yeah, you're an idiot. I can't even deal with you. You're stupid. You're just way too drunk." Like, what kind of sense does that make? You make a personal attack on a child and you think that's not kid talk?
He
Yeah,
he
no.
he
No.
sets the rules for however it goes.
Exactly.
If he
To
feels
fit
like
his
it's
narrative. I'm
yeah,
not dealing with him.
yeah, that's little kid shit that he does. He want you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, he does that. It's like, dude, you think that's gonna stop me? Like you've done already the most you could to me, and that's still never gonna be enough to fucking get me to calm down. Like I won't go as far as I did before. Like I honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I've told people this before already, and I was honest with him. I said I did talk to his baby mama. I spoke to her. I know how she sounds on the phone and everything, and she does sound similar in a way, but real like she thinks she's the shit in a way. But
I don't give a fuck about none of that. None of
but
that.
I
I
didn't
was
go that.
never going to be his bitch. I'm never going to be his bitch. Like, dude is delusional. And when I play nice with him and I'm cool with him, he leaves, I feel like, a lot of people alone. And that's why I've tolerated it. He's less explosive, not doxing everybody, not tormenting everybody nonstop. But I'm done doing that. I'm not taking one for the team no more because it people are just fucking retarded.
So basically, if you just hold his hand across the street, he'll be nicer to
Yeah,
everybody else.
exactly. I feel like if you
He's not gonna like
notice,
that.
well, it's the truth. Look at how he behaves.
He's a little kid. Look at the way he dresses. He
Yeah,
dresses. He
exactly.
thinks he's like fucking Flavor or something. Like he dresses like a little kid. You know how these little kids like Eminem, how Eminem would dress.
I
Like
would
he,
fucking snatch that hat off of his head and throw it on the ground. Like, get that shit off your head like that. You're not 12.
yeah, he's a little kid. He needs to go get a haircut and start looking more of like an adult. He
Ugh,
dresses like a
it's
little kid,
gross.
like a little fake ass wigger, basically, like those little wiggers. Like
Never Demisk.
he thinks he's like like he's the true Vanilla Ice in his mind.
Yeah,
I just realized it's spring break.
not here. These kids had spring break 2 weeks ago.
So the Mexican people, they're fucking very creative here. You ever seen those flip and slides? You can throw your body on and slide across in the
Uh
water.
huh.
So they made their homemade slip and slide, which is like crazy because they have the yard for it. That basically just fucking did it It was cool, like the way that they did it. It was like they just slid across the whole fucking thing. That used to be cool. I used to get mad because when I first started out doing it, I never could able to. I would always be afraid to slide like that. I would hurt myself.
I love sliding.
Yeah, so I learned how to do it the right way, and that was the way they taught me how to slide when I was young.
Princess, get down.
'Cause I was dumb when I was young playing baseball. When they would tell us to slide, it would be like instead of sliding, I just jump on the
What
mound
up, Rascal?
like the way that you're
It's
supposed to
Kitty.
slide. But I would jump on the mound, and
Kitty.
I think I hit one of the players. I used to be afraid that every time I would run the bases, that the ball that they're throwing at the baseman that they're trying to get me out, I always thought the ball was going to hit me instead of them their glove. There was this one time we had a pitcher. He was a short fucker, and the batter was trying to run from third base to home, and he got mad because he kept trying to steal. And he screamed at him and said, "Stop!" So then, when he stole and ran to the home plate after the ball slipped out of his hand, he fucking runs, throws the ball, and then hits the batter right in the back of the head with the helmet. And he told us all why he did
What
that.
a poor
'Cause
sport.
at first, I thought that he was mad about like because he couldn't get over the guy's head with the ball. What he should have done is he should have been In reality and pro wise, you're working with the catcher. So the idea of that to order avoid something stupid like that is you tell the catcher to come out with you and then you throw it to him on the outside of it.
No, no, the catcher's gonna be where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there.
Yeah, but when are you gonna hit
Ready.
the player?
Yeah, you gotta throw it over him. You gotta know how to throw a
Well,
ball.
if you're a short pitcher and you're throwing over somebody that's taller than you, what are you gonna do?
It's not hard to do that.
He threw it and hit the guy in the head. And then he told us the reason why he did that. He
Wait,
thought,
wait, hold on. Did he throw it and hit? Wait, wait, wait. I need to, because you do these weird story times. Wait, was it the pitcher threw the ball and hit the batter in the head,
yeah,
or like one of the fielders threw the was trying to throw the ball to the catcher and got mad at the runner and just pegged him in the back of the head?
no, no, no. So the third baseman he was trying to steal. He's known. I remember he was known for stealing. Like he tried to steal all the time. In every base he was at, he was always like off the bag doing a lead offs and shit. So this fucking pitcher we had, he was like, he's a short fool. He had a bad. He was a little fucking little bastard. He was
Most
cool,
pitchers
but
are tall anyway.
no, but this dude was a short. He just had a good arm on him. He could throw the ball fast, and we were young. So, anyways, he was trying to steal third base to go to home, and he kept trying, but the pitcher was like on him, like throwing, like, "Come on, like, what are you gonna do?"
That's
So
the
he kept,
dumbest wait, yeah,
so
that's
he
dumb.
kept doing it. They kept playing around with each other because he kept leading off, and the pitcher could choose to go back and throw it to third baseman every time. So he wasn't making it in time to get him out. So then when he did it a few more times, he was like he yelled at the batter. He's like, "Stop!" He yelled at him. He's like, "Stop doing that already!" So then he starts laughing. So then they're getting ready to pitch the ball, and all we gotta do is get one out, one more out anyway. So the motherfucker is leading off the bag again, and he throws a wild pitch kind of like where the catcher is like has to move up a little bit. But then he gets the ball, throws it back to the fucking pitcher. The motherfucker throws it out, so he tries to catch it like that, and it slits off the gub. He doesn't catch it right away, so it goes off the mound. He has to go back and it goes a little further from him, so he runs to it. When he runs to it, the batter's already taken off, already gone. He gets the ball and he hesitated right in the middle of it. And he got so mad that the batter took off. So he threw the ball right at the batter's head in the helmet. He told the umpire and told the coach that he didn't mean to do that. He wanted to throw over his head, but because he was short, he said he couldn't reach over it. But then he tells all of us he threw it at his head because he thought that if the ball hit him in the back of the head, that he would stop running and maybe he would probably think he was out, where it would give the catcher time to get the ball and tag the base.
No, that's not how that would work.
He's so stupid. That as soon as the guy gets
And
hit,
anyways, you can't steal home plate, dummy, when there's a batter.
he was already getting walked. It was his last ball. It was his last ball. He was already walking the base, but the way that he threw the ball, the batter could run if he throws a pitch and the catcher misses it. He had already rights to do that, but the fucking batter didn't realize at the time that he could do it. So when he threw the ball back to the pitcher, was stupid to even throw the ball back to the pitcher. He could have kept it and secured the home plate, but he didn't. The batter had
Mm.
the right to run and go for home, but he threw the ball back to the pitcher like an idiot,
No, they
and
have a
then
pitching clock. He can't do that though.
and the pitcher dropped the ball off the glove and it went over the mound, and then the batter ran.
That's probably something that could happen before they put the pitching clock on there. But they have a certain amount of time they have to throw the ball, otherwise
But
they get
yeah,
fucked.
the catcher threw the ball like the catcher didn't keep the ball. Like even when the catcher dropped the ball, and that's when the batter could run. The catcher didn't keep the ball and secure the home
Princess,
plate.
stop
He just threw the ball. Are you still sick?
a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't know what was gonna happen. This She said you were going to a party, and this fool told me he wanted to go live. We wanted to go live and talk
Good.
about Kirk Cousins, but when he was playing Fortnite, so I told him, I said, "Well, I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna kick it right here if you want to come by, but I'm not gonna stay live all the day long." I told him I just wanted to stay live for a little bit. He said that was fine. I was like, dude, I just want to fucking chill for a little bit because I was gonna drink, and then I fucking started drinking. What were you doing? What was going on over there on Burns?
I don't know.
Is he just showing clips of fucking PJ?
Yeah, I was going in and out. And yeah, he was showing clips and shit.
It has to be clips that people care about. It can't be a clip of somebody that's not that popular because nobody cares about. Like, okay, how you feel about the Kirk signing Reds man? Keep asking me.
What?
He's asking how you feel about the Giants because Roscoe's a Cowboys fan.
I love it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like, are you
Nothing.
talking about like how I love about like the Giants right now, what they're
Yeah, like
doing?
how do you feel about what the Giants have done so far? Is what he's asking.
Yeah, I'm excited. Although I don't honestly, one thing I don't know how I feel about is I've been seeing a lot about um Harbaugh wants Odell Beckham back. Uh-uh. Oh, how do I feel about Kirk Cousins? Oh, I feel like the Raiders are still I feel like they're still gonna go after that Mendoza kid, but they're gonna do kind of like what the Giants did with Dart. They picked him up just in case there was like a position or a player that they needed to grab first that was more crucial that may not be around. But I feel like majority of us have our quarterbacks now. Obviously, there's teams that would pick up a rookie just to have him, but
You want to see a big dog real quick?
I feel like the Raiders are. Yeah, you said Roscoe asked me how do I like or how do I feel about the Giants. He asked about the Kirk Cousins
Would you be
signing.
scared of him?
What?
Would you be scared of this dog?
No. What is that? A pit bull boxer?
No, it's German Shepherd.
Oh,
Look at this shit.
but I don't think it's going to be as ugly watching Kirk Cousins on the Raiders as it was watching fucking Russell Wilson on the Giants.
Are you scared of Russell Wilson?
No, he sucks. Yeah, I
Russell.
think he will start in Vegas, but they're gonna do just like I said, just like what the Giants did. They're gonna pick up that young kid, put him on the bench so he can sit and watch and learn from a veteran quarterback, unless it gets to the point where they absolutely gotta pull him and put the rookie in. But I don't think Kurt's gonna do that because, like I said, he's not. It's not going to be the same situation like what the Giants had with Tardo Wilson. Oh, fucking washed up ass. Bye bye. Good riddance.
You're the one that wanted him.
Well, fuck.
Look what I got. You see
I
these
thought
things?
that Dart was going to be.
Do you think these things work?
I don't know. What is that? Breathe
You put it
right
on your nose.
strips? Is that for when you sleep? Don't put
Yeah.
it on there now, dummy.
No, I put it on.
Oh.
Oh,
Mm. All right, we're not gonna take notes from a three-teamer.
you know who that is, right? That's Jasper Rocks.
Uh-huh.
You know what's fucked up is
But yeah,
Liddy.
I don't think signing Kirk Cousins is a reason for Raiders fans to be at all alarmed
No,
and
no,
concerned.
only the dummy ones are the ones that are alarmed. Ross, not Roscoe, Jasper. I found out something from somebody that knows this person that told me this, and I know it's true because I seen you started to do these things. Lydia is in that fool's DMs, and she's like playing with him because so that motherfucker like makes these videos because of her. Like the foot video, she asked him to show her his feet, so he did. She asked him to show his face, so he did. He asked her to do dances with his shirt off, so he did. So she's trolling him, but she's playing with him too, like making him think that she's like really close with him and shit. So that motherfucker is putting out videos because of her.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, like the foot video, like she says that I think girls really find men's feet very attractive, basically shit
Ugh.
like that. And he shows his feet and his feet's all disformed. And then he shows him dancing and shit. I don't have nothing against Jasper, but you can't be that dumb for to fucking actually fall for shit like that. Can you imagine? Fuck,
Uh-uh.
dude. I would have to be young, really young to fall for bullshit like that. Fuck that. Mm-mm. When I was young though, and I was like fucking, I think I was like 13 years old, and I used to fucking, you can get me to do anything because I was like barely, like, I was like, yeah. But now, fuck that. The only girls that get one over on me when it comes to shit like this, or I guess you could say, like, just getting their way is my kids, not fucking some girl, like, not on the internet. This fucking guy, his guy right here is gonna, he's gonna die one of these days from alcohol poisoning.
Who?
The neighbor I have, that's all he's been doing. He walk
Mm.
around with a big old brandy sometimes, and he be drinking it all around the house, just doing
Uh,
work, fixing his cars, and he'd be getting drunk all day long, all day long. Wait, what? I was gonna ask because I was in and out of it. What the hell? Like, what was going on with Zilla? What is he mad about with you?
I don't know. There's no
What did,
reason.
what did he do to like where everybody was saying something about
He
he
was
was
apparently talking shit on me in Burns's chat when I went in there.
what was he saying?
I don't know. Like he was just talking weirdo shit.
Oh, like sexual shit?
Yeah, talking about my boobs and other shit. Just weird. I don't know.
Like
But
just
I'm
like
not fucking with Zilla.
talking shit like to where like he was trying to please Joe or talking shit like if his
Yeah.
own one.
Yep.
Oh. I'm
He's
surprised.
trying to take TikTok's spot.
Does he knows that you're Metz's sister or no?
Duh.
I thought he may not know because if he knew that you were Metz's sister, I don't think he would. I don't think he would talk to Metz because Metz had like hooked that fool up pretty good. I don't think that fool would go that route.
Yeah, and Zilla's always acted yeah.
He
So
must not. He must not think you're his sister then.
no, what it is Zilla's just alone and lonely and looking for a friend. And
He
he
has
picked the
all
wrong
the
one.
Joe. I think he likes Joe because he thinks he's Joe reminds him of Camel Toes, but just a louder version of Camel Toes.
No. Camel
Yeah,
Toes was a million times better than Joe.
yeah, because of being a good, in ways, yes, but based off of the racism and the way he acts, the way he thinks he's like some fucking movie star.
Yeah.
These
Joe
people,
thinks that
Reggie,
he is important to anybody, and
these
he's
people
not.
think like Foxman thinks that like I don't have like I said I like talking shit about these people because it's fun to for me, but these people really believe that they are celebrities, like real life
I don't
celebrities.
know why.
And I sat there and I'm like, there's times where I have to understand this shit so I can be understanding to it. But when you're on this shit, when you're here doing this stuff for like as long as have done it when I was doing this shit, a part of you like gets taken by it, where you start to believe like in things where like you think you're above everything. Like your brain just starts. I don't know. Maybe for not for everybody, but for some people, like me, I've always been I don't like that. Like I've always been like just I kept it quiet. Less people that know about me, the better. But being on here when you had these so many motherfuckers that know you, and no matter where you go, they know you whether they like you or not. And so it kind of like does something to you where you think that you're something,
Mm.
and then you believe it. By then, you're just gone. You're just stuck into this world, and there's still hope for people like you and me and certain things where we won't be that consumed into it. Like these fucking people role play when they're in here. Like I was watching Moon Boots and there was this guy named Danny Boy on there, and I started tripping
Yeah,
out on
I
him.
was fucking skull dragging him.
You know him?
I don't know him, but he was over there.
And these people are just something else. And then the last thing I remember before I fell asleep was Moon. To the people that are in the TTC that actually still claim it, or back in the days when we actually talked about this draft stuff, it'd just be us talking about it, and that would be it. And then, like, now, after everybody has done their little part where, like, they all went to the draft on Vegas and shit, that shit was, they did it, they done it, and they're over with. And me, I wanted to do it because I've been wanting to, and I just couldn't during the time. So when it came down to it, it was just something that was brought up. And so, like these trolls, these idiots like Moon Boots and all them, they think this is a whole troll, and that they can't allow if I even if it was, they can't allow it to be that way. So they have to be a part of it. So now you have all these idiots all saying they're going to go, and then they're not only they're not saying it, but they're all saying like, well, who you think for sure, and if they do go, who's going to spend the night at whose house, and then I heard Smokey saying stuff like, "Oh, I checked on the website and that there's no rooms available and all this shit."
Well,
And
that is true.
I started,
I
I started laughing because you say that, but you don't know. And then I actually had to go through the trouble to look through this shit. And if you go to the right websites, there's rooms all over. There's still, even when I looked last night, there was
you got to
still,
go to shithole
and
fucking
then, and they,
hotels where you're gonna
and,
get bed bugs. Yeah,
and then
but
they, and
nobody
then they,
wants to stay in that.
no, no, no. These are all above stars hotels. These are not the hotels that most people are
Cousin,
looking
I'm
at.
telling you right now, any quality hotel within that city or surrounding is gonna be full.
There was over 300, I think, 303 rooms are still available, and that's a total of how many. So what I did is I went and I put how far and how close I want to
I'm
be.
telling you right now, you need to book your room. Like, if you
The book,
haven't already booked your
listen,
room, you better do
listen.
it now, dude.
So
Otherwise, you're
listen,
not gonna get a room.
listen. The day that that ticket was done was the same day that I did that. I did all that
Oh, well,
shit
then what are
right.
you worried about? Who gives a
Oh, I'm
fuck
not
then?
worried. I'm not worried about it. But I just, it gets me mad that somebody like that don't appreciate the sport that we appreciate. Somebody that don't care about a sport that, like, I don't believe in my heart that these people care about this sport, and like they would sit there and go to the trouble. It reminds me of like the Rugrats when Angelica got mad about the little babies having the box, and they were trying to imaginate that, yeah, this is a box and we're having fun in it, and let it, they were having their own fun in it, but she didn't want them to believe that it was true, that it's just a box and stop. And then they can't have anything to believe anything that could be done. Nobody could go out their way to make this happen. Nobody can just say, you know what, I'm going to do this and this is what is going to be done. So like you sit there and just because you live a life where you don't like to explore and you don't want to live it and you want to live a small like an apartment size type of life, then that doesn't mean that we all have to be that way too. People can be allowed to dream and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And you went through the trouble to go look up all this information to be what right about, oh, there's no way nobody could do what they want to do. If like I don't want to stick up for Joe, but let's just say if Joe wasn't Joe, if he was just somebody else, let's say if Roscoe said, you know what, he's gonna go and he's gonna go to this NFL draft and he don't care what somebody like Smokey has to say. Like you're gonna go and you're gonna get your room. If they say they're booked, fuck what they say. Nothing's ever official. Nothing's ever done. These people last minute back out, or there's always gonna be something. Just Joe is a fucking joke. Nobody ever would believe him because that's his game. His game is trolling people. But people, it's sad that people like him or me have. That's why I made that channel that when I made because I was like, I don't want none of these people. These people, I sat here and put a video out, a short out, and these people looked at it and they just made fun of me. So I just said, no, if I'm gonna do anything, it's gonna be on this channel now. And the only people that know about it are the ones that got it shared to them. And those people, I maybe out of the ones I sent it to, there's probably if they got mad at me, they would share it. But it doesn't matter. It was like I'm not sharing it to anybody else except for the people that I want it to. Like nobody will ever find it unless the people that I shared it to will tell them. But that idea of that channel is because I just didn't want to put nothing on here anymore.
Hmm.
No, I don't want to share anything on here anymore. These people are stupid, and like no matter like it does, like it just gets to the point where I said if I want to still be on here, then I got to be able to do something different where they don't like make me mad to where they stay. So I that's why after Burns did what he did, I was like I didn't even want to go back, but I did want to talk shit to him still.
Oh,
Because when you came up there, I let it go. I didn't say anything when I was up there and you came up.
that's why I was confused. That's why I said, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah, because he gave me a warning, right? So the warning was don't bring up the whole I that he argued with his mom and nothing. He didn't want me to bring up any of that shit anymore. So he gave me a warning, and I said that's fine. So then I started talking to you about giving Nikki $4. So then when I started talking to you about the Nikki giving the $4, he just a part of him couldn't let it go. Like he couldn't let the fact go um that I said that because then he saw that everybody else was bringing it up in the chat and they were like asking him why did he
Mm,
argue. So he said, well, as long as Cousin's here, they're gonna keep doing this. And then I started thinking in my head, well, now he got Red Z up here, and Red Z like him having her up here would mean that he don't need me to help him run the channel because I'm just sitting there and I'm talking and I'm the one saying all the shit on here. I was
mhm.
like, the people that are in the chat, they won't come over here, but because I'm there, they're happy because they want to talk shit to me. They can't do that over here. So like that's why I thought Burns' channel was cool because I thought I could go over there and talk shit back.
Uh-huh.
But he said something that he had to scold you and Nikki the other day.
No.
You guys started arguing about kids when he went to the
Oh
rest.
no, that's because yeah, that's all she brings up. That's all she talks about. She immediately starts getting racist and talking about kids because she can't battle.
Yeah, she can't. I I don't know. Like I don't know how to react to some of the stuff she says to me because a part of me just says, "Oh shit," and I'm like, "What do I do? Or what do I say?" And then like
She's a retard.
I'm like sitting there thinking, like she just said this shit straight up to my face, and like I can only imagine, like back then, certain people used to get mad about that shit. And they'd be like, "What the fuck are you letting her say that shit to you for?" Like, I'm not letting her say anything. I'm just chilling. And she says that. She said it to all of us, though. She she always says shit like that to us. she told that to Mets too, and me, and all of us already.
What?
She said that she told Mets that, like, just right up in front of everybody's face. She said that he. She said straight up to him that she wanted to go down on him if she ever saw him. Would she let him?
Yeah.
And your brother just started laughing.
Ugh.
Yeah, the Dan. He is the Dan fool. That fool is Dan.
And she attacks Stormy for no
Yeah.
reason, who's not even
Um.
confrontational.
She told me the reason why.
She got mad at Stormy because she told Stormy Happy Halloween and Stormy didn't respond to her.
Yeah.
She's
She said that.
jealous because Stormy's with my brother. That's all there is to that. I'm sorry, but that's what it is.
Do you think that you can break them up so that way your brother can give her a chance?
I would never, ever. My brother wouldn't give fucking Nikki even a second. That bitch is a pig. Mets has class and standards. And that's how I know he wasn't ever hitting on her because I know my brother.
I've never heard him say anything like anything sexual to her. She just will say things and then he wouldn't respond. He would just giggle or laugh like how I would. But
Because he
that
doesn't
might.
want to be mean and make the miserable bitch cry.
Yeah, so I just sit there and I say the same shit because in my head I can either be mean about it or I can be nice about it or I could just be whatever about it. And normally I would just be whatever about it. I wouldn't even try to say anything.
Yeah.
I just let her say what she has to say. But I don't know. Like I think the only person I know that ever got mad about her, well, all of them did. Every single one of them did. Every single. I ain't gonna lie. They would get mad because they would think that I was okay with it or I liked it, and then they thought that there was something going on, and I said, "Fuck it." Like, how many times do I have to explain to you that I like white girls? Why do you think I'm like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Well, I mean, not even white girls. Fuck, you better at least like a girl with some fucking class. Ew.
but all of them. That's what the Smokey was saying last night. And it's like they were talking about Christina and like these people are so dumb. But they were just saying she had no clout. Like Christina, you don't even know her. Like you, not only just Christina, but a lot of the girls I know that I've talked to, either like that or in general, they none of them are whores. At least to me, I mean, some might have their ways, but not whore enough to where it's like just too much. Like, people try to say that that girl Spooky on the chat earlier, or not earlier, but the other day, they were trying to say she was a whore and shit because she did those the like sex videos and shit. And I said, well, if she was a whore, a true whore, she probably would be showing her tits off a lot more, and she probably would be on camera a lot more. She probably would have showed us her pussy a few times already. She hasn't done none of that shit. Somebody was mad about her being on camera the other day,
The
and I just
difference is Spooky uses it like it's a job. You know what I mean? Like or whatever. Like she makes money off of it. Okay. Nikki just does it to be a fucking animal. There's no benefit for anybody.
Nikki's
Nobody
crazy.
wants to see that shit. It's gross.
I don't. Like Nikki. I've always told Nikki this. I said it's nothing personal, but I have a cousin. I have a cousin, and not the way you act, but the way you look, kind of in a way, the way you carry yourself, kind of. But the way you look just like my little cousin that I grew up with. And like she like this, not like Nikki, like she don't talk like Nikki or anything like that. But it's just the look, like the way she like is built. It's the same way.
Hmm.
But my cousin, Then nothing against Nikki again, but my cousin's is not no scrub. My cousin's a tomboy kind of. She'll fuck Nikki up. She knows how to like, but that's because she's always fought all the time. She's fought people. She's been fighting her whole life. But
Yeah.
but she's cool. Like she got a good job. She might can do anything. She don't try. She's. Oh, I think she's about the same age as Nikki, if anything. But no, I think she might. Yeah, she has to be. No, she's 5 years younger than me, so she just turned 30, gonna be 31. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's why I could never find Nikki attractive. There's like a lot of girls I know that have cousins that look like a lot of the girls that are Mexican. That's why a lot of them I can't. I don't. That's why I can't. I don't know. I just don't find them attractive because I grew up with cousins that look like most of the girls that like me. So I just don't. I don't push it. I don't do nothing. That's why, like, well, white girls, I don't have no. I only have one cousin
Her
that.
feet or her bathroom are dirty, hard pass. Exactly.
Well, you like her feet?
No.
I ain't gonna lie. It's funny when she does say stupid shit. Like when she talks sexual to you, I always laugh because I think it's funny.
It's not funny.
She's sitting there saying that she's gonna do this to you, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I started laughing because it's funnier because you don't understand. It's funny because I know it makes you feel uncomfortable, but only because she's a girl. It's different. Like if a guy was doing it, it would be weird.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't want that.
She probably thinks that you're like that because of what I said that one time when I was mad. I said that you were hooking up with your friend. So she probably thinks that you were really hooking up with your friend. What is he saying?
Roscoe's a feet guy. Confirmed. Noted.
Oh, he likes feet.
Yeah.
No, I don't really care. Every girl that I've ever talked to on here never had pretty feet, anyways. So it definitely wasn't because I'm not definitely not a feet guy. Because if it was a feet thing, I wouldn't be dating none of these girls. Nothing wrong with their feet, like, but I felt like Jess had a very out of all the girls, Jess had a very muscular foot. Like hers was like a type of foot looked like she could kick somebody in the face and knock them out. That's because she played soccer her whole life, and you can just tell by
Mhm.
the feet and how like they look, and like you could just tell. And then like the only girl that had anything close to girly girl feet, at least in my point of view, from what I saw, I think Casey had girly girl feet. Christina's, I never seen her feet. I only seen her face and her body in a way, but I never seen her. She never showed me her feet. Karen's feet look like mine, so I can't say.
Ew.
No, like there's nothing wrong with my feet either. I'm flat footed, but they're my feet are not. Are like I don't know. Nobody's ever really said anything about my feet looking bad. My feet are definitely better than Nikki's. It's just I mean like big footed, like wide footed because she's flat footed.
Mhm.
Aren't you flat? Oh no, you showed us your leg. You have a big old
Mm.
scar. You have like a kid type of like leg to your foot. Your feet are really small.
Yeah. I have small feet.
Yeah, you wear kids shoes. The kids say that's why
Yeah.
you all that. That's why you can afford all those shoes because all those shoes are like $20 a piece.
Yeah. Right.
The Jordans are like $40
I
probably.
wish.
Because the kid Jordans aren't burly. They're like $70, I think.
No. It depends on which ones you get.
Yeah. Can your son wear your shoes or not? Are he already bigger than your feet?
Not yet.
Oh, his feet are still smaller.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Jordans.
Actually, I wear 2 sizes bigger than his shoe.
Yeah, my foot is weird because like But he said he's not into feet. It's a
test.
oh, he said it's a test to see if she's dirty or not. Well, I don't know. I mean, usually, I mean, I will say all of their feet were clean. All the girls I knew, their feet were clean. But as far as dirty goes, they were all clean. Every single one of them were clean. I don't date dirty girls. I don't talk to dirty girls. But when I was into my drugs back in the day, I didn't give a fuck. But now I 100% care. Take a shower, fucking take a good shower, brush your fucking teeth good, take care of yourself, fucking do a good job taking care of yourself. And, you know, it's all that matters to me. I was like, fuck that. So this guy watered his grass the whole time. But as far as what you said, Roscoe, earlier about Kirk Cousin, I mean, I'm okay with it. If they still draft Fernando, then I'm definitely going to be okay with it. Because I don't look at Kirk Cousin as a solution. I look at him as just a minor solution, not the serious solution. Like more of like a, not a problem that you solve. It's just more of like somebody that helps make sure that the real solutions is ready. So I don't see him as like a person that's trying to take over the league and he's gonna be all of a sudden the best quarterback and the Raiders are gonna pay him a lot of money to stay there. Like, no, no, no.
No, he's just gonna be someone to teach your rookie quarterback the ropes.
The worst thing that they could have done is they could have did what the Giants did and picked Russell Wilson for him to learn off of. That'd be worse because there's no reason for that. Fuck that.
No, Wilson's not a bad dude to learn from. He knows the fucking position. He knows the job. He knows what to do. It's just the problem with Russell Wilson is he's too little. He's short. He can't see over the line. And he doesn't have the speed anymore. He's old. So all he's got left is that blind ass moonball, which sucks. It's horrible. It's not gonna win shit. But other than that, he's got that and he's got a cold ass fucking baseball slide. Other than that, Russell Wilson's done for.
You don't like Russell Wilson anymore?
No, I just think he needs to retire. I don't think he's a bad dude as a person. I just don't think he's good quarterback anymore.
Yeah, hold on.
I like Jameis Winston better. He's funny. We're living in the greatest city in the world.
I keep leaving that motherfucker in that bathroom. That's what happens. The damn keys. I knew I left them over there. Is this your day off today too, or are you off work tomorrow?
No, I gotta go in. Mañana.
Oh shit! Not putting this up in just in case.
Do what?
I'm gonna fucking take care of some shit. I gotta go to work in a little bit,
Alright, bet.
but I'm gonna
Yeah, I need to
get out of here
do a
already.
few
Fuck.
things. Alright, dog.
All right,
Alright, bye.
later.
Bye, Roscoe. Peace.